Hi guys, welcome to Charities Bubble USA, your #1 channel. I'm here today. We are gonna do another video, still looking at the DV 2024 because there are still questions. People are still struggling, and I feel like I want to do a video just to help. So I'm gonna do about the name and then the address and the photo, and I think I'll touch a little bit on something else when it comes up. Now, guys, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. It's early in the morning, guys. I'm trying to find my words here. And thank you for always supporting my channel, guys. I really do appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing, guys. We are growing. I think soon we're going to be 10,000, guys. And I'm relying on you to get that help. Now, I want to talk about the name, the DV lottery name. I also want to talk about the address. I want to talk about the photo. So let's see where we are making, because some of these things, DV lottery is very strict and you have to follow those instructions. That's the basis of everything. Like you must follow those instructions. First of all, I want to talk about the photo because there was this lady who wrote me a message and she was like, she's got a lot of pimples on her face. Oh, my guys, I forgot to say my name. My name is Charity Nganga. This is Charities Bubble USA, your #1 channel. Now, I was talking about the photo. There's this lady who wrote me a text and she was like, she's got a lot of pimples on her face. So she decided to highlight the photo so that she could look better. Now, when you are talking about that photo, don't change anything. Don't change any of your natural features. Why? Because they want to see you the way you are. They do not want a picture of a different person. It doesn't matter. The way you are, that's how that picture should look like. So do not change it. Remember, like I always say, have your photo being taken by a professional photographer, because that photo has to be digital, guys. And you have to get it right. Because if you don't get that photo right, when they go to their selection, because they have to look at the bad ones and the good ones, the ones that have got problems, they are not going to go to the final draw. So please make sure that you might spend some money to have your photo done, instead of not just taking a photo just the way you want and then you have a problem. So don't change that photo. I need you to watch that video that I did about the photo, and I'm going to pin it here so that you can look at it, because there are those instructions that must be followed to the T, guys. Like, I can't insist on that one. So when you like I say, it's very good when you have your photo, put it on the photo tool just to see if it's going to accept it. Do that to see if it's going to accept it. So that's very, very important. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is the name. The name. Like I said, use your official name that is in your document. If you don't have an ID, if you don't have a passport, use the name that is on your ID, because that's an official name. Or maybe look at your birth certificate and see the names that are there. Or if you're married and you change your name legally to your husband's name, use that name, but do not add any other name there, because there has to be consistency, guys. There has to be consistency, guys. And you find there's some people who are saying that they have 4 names or whatever. So when you talk about 4 names, I know that there's one that is normally joined together. I have a child who has got 4 names, and normally those 4 names, one of them we have joined together to become one name. I hope that is how it has been written, because when you find that, when you go look at your birth certificate, because you will go with that to get your passport, you will need you're gonna need to have like that accurate name. So make sure that you're using your accurate name. Now, if you do not have a middle name, there is a drop box there that you don't have to click it. Click on that box. That shows that you don't have. If you do not have a first name, click on the box that says that. But you must have a last name, your last family name. So you have to put that one there. So I hope that one is clear, because you have to do it right, guys. There is no point of going to all that struggle of filling out the DV lottery and you're doing the wrong things. No, do the right thing. Now, I also want to talk about the address. Like I said, if you don't have a personal address, of which most of us do not have a personal address, even me, I didn't have a personal address. Use an address that you can have access to. Maybe it's for a relative. Ask them for their PO box address and you enter it there. But there's a place when if you're not sure, especially on the address, and it says the zip code. If you don't know the zip code, just let it be. Click that unknown, because you better click unknown instead of putting stuff that you are really you cannot account for. Because like we said, when the DV lottery is being filled out, you must make sure that the information that you're putting there is gonna flow. So that's very, very important, guys. So remember to put the right address, the right name, the right photo. Okay. Now let's talk about the place of birth. That's what I was forgetting. Now the place of birth, because this one is whatever. They say don't enter district, don't enter province, don't enter all that. And I understand. And I'm not going to tell you to enter what I entered, because I just entered the city. But if you do not know, just write that it's a known, because it's not, you're not going to be penalized if you write it that you are right. It's a known. So just enter if you're not sure. If you are not born in the city, you are not born in Kisumu, or you are not born in Nairobi, or any other city in your country, because I know what my videos are watched all over. Guys, please enter that and you'll be all right. And don't stress about these things. Now, I've received messages for people asking me, well, when I win, what next? Or when I win, are you going to host me? Now, that part has not reached yet. It's still too early, guys. What we normally do, and what I normally do in my channel, after we have filled out the DV lottery, I try to tell people to forget about it and wait until May. Because if you focus on the DV lottery like 100%, you are going to lose focus. So remember, it's a lottery, but it has to be done correctly. I know there are some people who say that I have applied 10 times, I have applied so many times, but they still haven't gotten it. Maybe you are making that mistake of the photo. Maybe you are not putting your name correctly. Maybe you had a good photo, but you had it changed. Those are some of the mistakes that will make you not go to the final draw, because you find that it's like voting. It's like voting. When you go to vote, because of course, when you are 18, you can vote, and it requires you to be 18 and above to go and do a voting. Now, when you go to vote, when you look, if you have followed any session of voting, no matter what country, there's something that is called rejected votes. So when I talk about rejected votes, and this is an example I'm giving about DV lottery, whereby if that person did not do the right thing, if they did not put the X on the right place, that is rejected. So if you put the wrong photo, what's going to happen is that before it goes to the final draw, it's going to be rejected. So there is no point. Get to a professional photographer, get your photo done, and save it on your phone or somewhere. Because I remember, if you watch my previous live video, I showed you that when you are putting in the photo, you have to upload it from somewhere in your computer or in your device. So it has to be there. So it's not like you're going to take those passport photos and you get those little passports that you have, and then those ones are the ones that you're going to use. No, it has to be embedded in your computer or in your phone, so that when you're doing the application, you can access it and then you can upload it there. It has to be digitalized, guys, so you have to know that. So very, very important. And remember, don't use a photo that is older than 6 months. So those things are important. For the kids, they have to sit still. The only thing that they give an exception is a child who is below 6 months. If they close their eyes, that's fine. Those are infants. But if a child is 2 years old, I'm sure that you can do a distraction that is going to have that child take that photo. I have my kids, and sometimes when they're taking photos, they're all over. So I have to look for a distraction. So you have to do that. Remember your background. Remember your background has to be white. You remember if it's a child, you cannot be holding the child. So all those dynamics have to come into place. And you have to be keen when you're doing it. So do it the right way, so that at least you can reach to the final selection. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about, so I did talk about the address, I did talk about the name, I did talk about the photo, and I did talk about what else did I talk? I talked about the place of birth. So the place of birth should not worry you so much. If you're not sure, 100%, you're not sure what to put, just write it's a known, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine on that part. So guys, I hope for those who haven't filled out the DV lottery, that you are doing that and you're following these instructions, because these are very important, guys. They are very, very important. Remember, the submission is still going on. I got another message from another person who was telling me that they have submitted so many times, but it is still being rejected. Now, remember, you have to have very good internet. like perfect internet. Because if you don't have perfect internet, then it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work. Another thing that you need to have is everything, all the documents, the photos for your kids, everything has to be there so that you do it. So if you have not succeeded in doing your application, please make sure that you're having a good internet. That will come in handy, and you will be able to do a good upload. And remember to keep your confirmation number, because you will need that in May, so that you can check. So guys, I hope that this is going to clarify most of the things, because like I said, I do a video when the questions become so many, when people have messaged me so many messages. So I decided, let me just do a video, and then I can answer you guys just in, you know, in one place, so that you can get it clearly. So guys, I hope and wish you all the best when you're filling out your DV lottery. It's best to use Google. It's best to use Google when you're searching for that website. I think Google is good, because, you know, there are other websites like Internet Explorer or whatever. I'm not saying they're bad, but some of them are very slow and they're so old. So it's good to use Google. Use Google and search for the website, and you're going to be able to find it. So guys, thank you for your support, and thank you for everything. I will see you in another video. Thank you, and God bless you.